Hi everyone, I'm Jenny and welcome to your daily warm-up with Leeds Playhouse. We're here to help you with this last little bit of lockdown, so we're just going to take 15 minutes for ourselves to be mindful, to try something new, something different. Please comment along the way if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube. Maybe we can all add one word that describes how we're feeling in this moment, and I'll try and read out a few as we go along. So on Tuesdays, we've been looking at the 5 steps to well-being. So far, we've paid attention to the present moment, and we've thought about trying out a new skill. But today, we're going to be thinking about giving back to others. And this is something that, is a really, really important part of our well-being. It helps us connect to other people. It helps us, feel good about ourselves, helps us have a purpose. But it can be a really hard thing to do, especially if we're not feeling, in the best place ourselves. Hi Paula, hi Amy, thanks for joining us. So we're just going to carve out a little bit of time for ourselves, pay attention to us, and then hopefully afterwards we'll feel in a better position, to give back. So that might look like passing on some of these exercises we're doing to someone else who might benefit. It might look like, giving someone a text or a call that you've not spoken to in a while. Just those little acts of giving. But we'll get started. So we'll do some stretches first, and then maybe we'll have a little look at our breathing as well. So before we start, you are going to need a bit of space to stand in. We are also going to be sitting as well for some of it. Hi Judith, thanks for joining. So just make sure you've got space so that you're not, going to trip on anything and bang into anything, but also make sure you've got a chair or a sofa even, in the area as well. Great, so can we start the music now? Thank you. And we'll just start with our breathing. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, and you're going to bring your shoulders up to your ears when you do that. And when you breathe out through your mouth, those shoulders drop. And we'll just repeat that a few times. So in and out. In and out. In and out. And just one more time so it feels quite nice. In and out. Good. So we'll change that now to some deeper breathing. So if you can put your hands on your stomach, and when we breathe in through our nose, our stomachs are going to expand like a balloon. And then when we breathe out through our mouths, your stomach goes in. Okay, so we breathe in and out. In and out. And just having your hands on your stomach helps you to focus. And just take that in your own time now, so just finding your own rhythm with it. Really good, well done. So we'll move on to our hands now. So what you're going to do is just rub those hands together, maybe as if you've got some hand cream and you're trying to rub that in. Good. And then change that now to a gentle squeeze. So not too hard, but just gently squeezing your hands. Good, and then take that up one of your arms and pay attention to, any of the areas that maybe feel a little bit tender. So for me, it's just above where my elbow is. I'm just going to give that a little bit of attention But you do you. Good. And then swap. So we're taking that action onto your other arm. And again, just paying attention to any of those areas that need it. Good. And it's just a gentle squeeze, we're not squeezing too hard. Good, so we'll move on to our faces now. So we're just going to give our jaw lines a little bit of a massage. So for me, I clench my jaw a lot, hold a lot of tension there. So this area just below, where my earlobes is really tender. So I'm just going to pay attention to that area. And then I'm going to move up my face towards where my temples are and just give it a bit of attention to there. And like I said, this is just taking a bit of time for yourself so that you're in, hopefully by the end, a little bit of a better position, to give back to someone else and make that call or send that card, whatever feels good. Move into the top of, where your hairline is. Really good. And then you just making that choice, where feels like it needs attention. Excellent. And then we'll just give our shoulders a bit of a roll now. So we'll take them back in circles. I think I do this every week. This is, a classic oldie but a goodie move. And then take those shoulders forwards in circles. And just go into your maximum, if anything hurts at any point, you just stop. And then decide for yourself now, which way feels more beneficial for you in this moment, and go with that. Good, and then we'll take our heads on a very gentle, very slow roll one way and then the other. And we do this really, really slowly. And if there's any clicks, then that's okay, unless it hurts, of course, and then just stop. Amazing. So we're just going to have a little test of our balance as well now. Now this isn't about pushing ourselves, it's not about, challenging ourselves and doing something that we find really hard. This is just working with what we've got. Okay, so just seeing how we feel today. So we're going to take one leg and we're just going to raise it just a few inches off the floor. Okay, and you're using your core to help you lift that leg, and try and flex your foot as well, so it's sort of toes trying to point up rather than pointing down. And if at any point you feel like you're going to fall, you're having a little wobble, just put your foot down, have a little break, and then try again. And this might feel like enough for you, this might feel like your limit, which is fine, but if you want a little bit more, you can try and lift your leg up and try and hold below the knee. See how that feels. My ankle is trying to tip me over. Let's see if I can do it. And again, if this feels like your maximum, that is fine, stay here. But if not, you can try and lift your arms up, and we're trying to use, thanks, I'm getting a round of applause. You can try and lift your hands up. Amazing, just give yourself a little bit of a shake your supporting leg might need a little bit of a shake now. So we're going to try the other side. Now I'm left-handed, which means that my left side is the stronger one. So balancing on my left leg feels a little bit easier. So this might be a bit more wobbly for me. Just pay attention to how it feels for you. So lifting your other leg up now and just that little bit off the floor, a few inches, putting it down if you need to. And then if you want to, you can try and hold on to the knee. And then if your core's feeling strong and your supporting leg is feeling okay, then you can try and lift those arms up. Wait, nearly fell over. Amazing, just give yourselves a little bit of a shake. Great, so we are going to move on to the sitting down portion now. So I'm just going to grab my chair, and if you guys can, sit yourselves down. And these are particularly good exercises if you're working from home and your lower back is hurting. So yeah, these might be a good one to pass on as a little tip to someone else if you feel like doing that. But one leg is going to come up and you're going to try and cross it over the opposite thigh. Okay, so your leg is looking like this. You're going to take this hand and push down on the knee, and then with this hand we try and lift the foot. So the action, we're trying to lift the leg. It doesn't actually come off the thigh, but that's sort of lifting and pushing action. So try and give that a go. And you should feel quite a strong sort of pull in your bottom and your lower back. If it feels too strong, then just stop. Maybe in your hip as well, actually. So that pushing and lifting action. Amazing, and just swap over now. So if your hips are quite tight, like mine, then getting your leg crossed like this is quite a challenge. So if you've managed that, then well done you. So yeah, pushing down on the leg and then lifting the foot. Really good. And just seeing how it feels on the side. Good. Nice. And then just one more. I'm going to move my chair just so you can see. I'm just going to move my chair to the side. But what you're going to be doing is arching your back. So you'll be try and get as close to the back of the chair as you can, and just leaving a gap. Okay, so you've got a bit of a tunnel there that you could, if you wanted to, fit your arm through. And then we swap to making sure that our back is flush against the back of the chair or wherever you're sat, so that you couldn't get your arm through. And then just swapping between the two. So making that gap. Thanks Andrew, thanks for watching. And then making sure there's no gap. If we were doing yoga on the mat, then this would be cat to cow. So that kind of arching. And then making sure we're flush. Amazing. Put my chair away. Thank you so much for joining us. If you feel like you'd like to share some of your thoughts with us, then you can email us. Our email address is engagement@leedsplayhouse.org.uk. You can also, comment on Facebook and YouTube, and, you can get in touch with us on Twitter as well. We'll be here at the same time tomorrow, 9:45, so please do join us then as well. And pass on some of these exercises to someone else as an act of giving, or maybe you can think of something else that you'd rather do. So making that call, sending that card, sending that text. Maybe you can comment and let us know what you did, and sort of spread those ideas around. But thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.